Hi, my name's John Connor, and today I'm going to talk to you about meditation. Now, there are different forms of meditation, and the main one that we might recognize is Zen meditation, where Buddhist monks sit in deep contemplation or mindfulness, maybe Om chanting, the stereotypical meditation that you might think about. But there are a lot of different sorts, and different results from each one as well. Mindfulness meditation, the Zen, the Buddhist way, is basically concentrating on your breath or concentrating on one thing at a time, maybe one part of your body. I use my thumbs to concentrate when I practice Zen meditation or mindfulness. You can also do things that are called body scans, where you concentrate on one point of your body at each time. Now, this is great for gaining peace of mind and concentration skills, and this can help in everyday life with things like anxiety and stress. They can make you, in general, a much more calmer person. But there is a bigger picture as well with this meditation. When you master mindfulness, or sometimes you might even stumble. Sometimes I did stumble on other things that are actually accessible when you get to a state of mindfulness within the mind. And some of those things are you could call them superhuman, but it's in every single one of us. And one of those things is called astral projection. Now, before I have a little chat to you about astral projection, I'd like to recommend a film. Basically, it explains so much, and it's a great film as well, and that is Doctor Strange with Benedict Cumberbatch. Now, astral projection is basically a form of meditation, or a form of, I'd say, a power. I would definitely call it a power, where we can release our astral body from our physical form. Now, when we die, our thought and feeling leaves in our astral body, leaves this physical material body to decay and die. But really and truly, there is no death. There is life before life, and there is life after life in our astral body. This is what happens. Millions and millions of near-death experiences have been catalogued, and they all say the same thing completely across the globe, and that is that, when they've died on the operating table and whatnot, they've seen a light, and they've gone towards this light, and they're met by this being of light, with just absolute feeling of love and euphoria, and they've had a life review, in a sense, that, but they're sent back. They're either not ready, or, but they all say the same story. So how can it be incorrect? Now, I know it to be true because I've experienced astral projection myself. I've done it on a numerous amount of times, a few times by accident and quite a few times intentionally. But basically, it is the form of releasing your etheric or light body and projecting it among other bits of light. So stars, mainly, this is why it's called astral. Astral means between stars. But it's so much fun. It's amazing. The first time that I did it, I could not believe what had happened to me. But there are steps to take to be able to do it. So this is what I'm going to talk to you about now. Now, there is this form of energy within every single one of you called the Kundalini energy, and it's stored at the base of the spine. Now, basically, we must release this energy, okay? To be able to astral project properly, we must release this energy, and we do that by meditating and concentrating on our chakras, okay? Now, the way that I did it was I used two forms of energy, okay? Now, I used cosmic energy from above, and I used electromagnetic energy from the ground. Now, every single breath that I took in, I've really felt it rise and rise and rise. It's like a snake crawling up your spine, and it gives you different feelings when it hits each chakra in turn. But when it reaches the head, it literally just, it explodes. Now, I've never felt a feeling like it. I felt like I was levitating. I was in a position that I would never be able to perform ever again. This energy was keeping me sat upright, even though I can't even begin to explain. But I'm just going to give you a few tips on how to release this energy. Okay, now there are 7 chakras running the length of the spine. We have these chakras all over our body, in our hands, in our feet, all over our body, small ones, but the main 7 are on the spine. And these are even symbolized in the Bible and other scriptures about Jacob's ladder, the 7 rungs of Jacob's ladder. Now, and they called that the stairway to heaven. Now, when I say like that, does it kind of make a little bit of sense? You have to in turn click each chakra on to be able to reach the heavens, okay? We do this by stimulating each one as, there are pictures and there are things on YouTube that can assist you with this. I use them quite often, but I did it completely without. And how I did that was every breath that I took in, I drew energy from the ground like it was electric. I could see it for miles around, and I was sat on this like lightning coming from the top down my spine, all from underneath me. And then every breath that I took in, breathe it in, like this. Okay, now after a while of doing this, you will feel it. I'm telling you, your hairs will stand on end. You will feel your energy centers light up. And you can always tell when they're lighting up because you'll feel very sexually aroused. For a man, I mean, you will sit there like this. I don't mean to be crude, but when this happens, you know you're onto a winner. Okay, do not touch it. Do not touch it. Just let it rise and rise and rise and rise. Really let it build up and let it crawl the spine and ting, ting, ting. Just let it light up your chakras. Now, if you've never done this before and you're really interested in doing it, I would suggest that you have a look at a picture of, the chakra system on a person, and then you can identify then what I'm talking about here. Now, each chakra is identified by a different colour and a different feeling as well. Now, sometimes you might have even lit this chakra up and not even realised it. Like sometimes if you're doing something bad, you might get a bad feeling, your butterflies and things like this. That is a chakra, okay? People say butterflies in my stomach. Your stomach's here. Your stomach is behind your rib cage. But below the heart here, it's not here. These are different energy vortices, okay? And depending on which one's running and if they're balanced at all, will determine the way that you feel at any given time. Okay, now once all these are lit up, you will release what's called the Kundalini, and you will know when you've done it. I don't even need to say anymore. If you will feel it. That is all I can say. I'm not sure if people's experiences are different or all the same, but every single person that's released it will tell you that afterwards they're a different person. People talk about finding themselves in a little bit. This is what it means. This is what it meant for me. I found myself. I found my soul. Was the first time I astral projected. My soul left my body. But we can go anywhere in the universe with this. Just like lucid dreaming, but on a very different scale. Because lucid dreaming, you have to be mindful that you were in a dream. When you astral project, it's just you. And what an amazing feeling. Because in the brain, over years and years and years of conditioning by family and things that have happened over your life, they will like set a group of beliefs in your mind. There could be fear, there could be this, there could be that. It's all left behind, literally. There in your astral body, you are the most purest form you will ever feel yourself, fearless, absolutely. There's nothing. It's so mindful. It's just everything that we have done here has kind of corrupted our mind. Now, there are other things as well that I'd like to do, but I'm going to put them in a different video, which you can follow on here as well on my channel. But in a nutshell, that is astral projection. I implore you, if this is a subject that you are going to follow up on, I implore you to watch Doctor Strange. Absolutely bang on. amazing stuff. You know, I've done some of the things that's in the film, and so have some of my friends that we did it as a collective as well. So I'm not just standing alone talking here about something that happened to me. It was a collective of people, and we are looking for people to literally push forward even more, because the more people, the merrier, the more energy we can create together. And that's my small talk on meditation and astral projection.